Hello, I'm the Pageant Nerd, and this is the first episode in my official coverage of Miss Universe 2022. With a brand new owner of the Miss Universe organization, all eyes will be on New Orleans in the US state of Louisiana come January 14, eagerly waiting to see what changes to the pageant are in store. One thing the world's second most populous nation hopes doesn't change from 2021 is the final result. Indian hopes are resting with a model from Mangalore to repeat the victory of Harnaaz Sandhu and claim the country's fourth Miss Universe crown and an elusive back-to-back. What's India's history at Miss Universe? What's at stake in the 2022 edition? And who's flying India's flag? Stick around to find out. But just a quick reminder, if you're new to my channel and enjoy its content, please consider hitting subscribe, ringing the bell, giving this video a thumbs up, and even hitting the thanks button. And if you're a regular here, thanks for your support and for joining me again on this nerdy journey through Miss Universe's past, present, and future. Let's get into it. Namaste. While it's tasted more success at the other Alpha pageant, with its 6 titles at Miss World, India is certainly no slouch when it comes to Miss Universe. It's one of just 8 nations to have won at least 3 Miss Universe titles, although like most countries, its success has come in waves.
The third runner-up is Yasmin Daji, the delegate from India.
After a third runner-up finish in 1966 and consecutive semi-finals in 1972, 73 and 74, there were no more placements until 1990, when Suzanne Sabhlogh broke India's 16-year drought. 2 years later, its best ever run at Miss Universe began, 11 consecutive placements, starting with Madhu Sapri's second runner-up in 1992 and peaking with India's first Miss Universe crowns, Sushmita Sen in 1994 and Lara Dutta in 2000. On both occasions taking the Miss World crown the same year. Manpreet Brar placed first runner-up in 1995, Selena Jaitley fourth runner-up in 2001, and there were 6 other top 10 results in that stretch. The next decade and a half saw a handful of further placements, but things really started picking up in 2019 and got better each year. Vartika Singh scored India's first placement in 5 years, backed up by India's first top 5 in 19 years thanks to Adeline Castellino's third runner-up. And the drought breaking reached its absolute crescendo last year in Israel, as Harnaaz Sandhu ended India's 21-year wait for a third Miss Universe crown. While Harnaaz has campaigned for a number of causes, including her passion project, Menstrual Equity, her reign hasn't been without its challenges. Questions about her weight have diverted attention away from her incredible advocacy work, but that hasn't stopped her. If anything, it's given her more strength to stand up for what's truly important about being Miss Universe.
And I feel like you've come out of that stronger.
I was really disheartened when I saw people bashing me for my weight gain, but I didn't let them describe me. There's young girls, like 6, 7 years old girls, and even boys looking up to me, and if they see me being timid, I don't think so that would be the right way to be that impactful person or inspire them. I want to tell them that the inspiration starts within you. If you inspire yourself, that's how you can inspire a lot of people
I like
outside
that. Be your
too.
own cheerleader.
And in turn, it's made India even more proud of her. Miss Universe 2022 will be India's 59th attempt. It competed in the very first edition in 1952, but didn't reappear until 1964, and has only missed one pageant since then, 1988. India won the National Costume Prize 3 times in a 7-year stretch between 1978 and 84. India boasts a Miss Universe placement rate of 43%, that being 25 placements from its first 58 attempts. That includes 18 top 10s, 8th most among all nations, plus 8 top 5s and 5 top 3s. Its run of 11 straight placements is 5th best all time, equal with the USA's current streak and one behind the longest active streak held by the Philippines. India is one of 7 nations with an active placement streak of 3 or more. The Philippines, USA, Puerto Rico, Vietnam, Colombia and France are the others. Having waited 21 years for title number 3, will the next one come at the next available opportunity? Let's take a look at how the record books would be updated should India score a back-to-back in New Orleans. A 4th victory would put India in rare company, breaking its current 4-way tie with Mexico, South Africa and Sweden for 5th place, moving up to equal 4th with the Philippines. A back-to-back for India would be just the 2nd in Miss Universe history, following Venezuela's exploits by Diana Mendoza and Estefania Fernandez in 2008 and 2009 respectively. India, however, came ever so close to being the first nation to win consecutive Miss Universes. As I mentioned earlier, Manpreet Brar finishing first runner-up in 1995 after Sushmita Sen won her country's first crown the previous year in Manila. Having achieved a back-to-back at Miss World in 1999 and 2000, India would become the first country in history to score back-to-backs at both alpha pageants. The closest Venezuela has come to Miss World back-to-backs was in 1991 and 92, when Ninibeth Leal's title was followed by Frances Gago's second runner-up. Coincidentally, Venezuela and India are tied for first place for the most Miss World crowns with 6 apiece. Sweden and the United Kingdom, meanwhile, have also achieved back-to-backs at Miss World. Victory would make India just the 2nd nation alongside Venezuela to have won 3 Miss Universe crowns since the year 2000. It would also make India one of only 3 countries with 10 or more alpha titles in total, behind, you guessed it, Venezuela and the USA. So, with the potential for all this history to be rewritten, who's carrying these back-to-back hopes for her nation? Let's meet India's bet for Miss Universe 2022.
Diva, Miss Diva Universe 2022, Divita Rai.
Divita Rai is a Mangalore-born model who studied architecture in Mumbai. She was second runner-up in Leva Miss Diva 2021, won by Harnaz Sandhu, but she returned to claim victory on August 28th of this year, crowned by none other than the reigning Miss Universe herself. I must say it's quite beautiful to see a reigning Miss Universe pass on her national crown to her successor, in doing so passing on both the hopes and the responsibility, while also offering one support for the journey ahead. Harnaz's advice to Divita was simple.
I just want to tell her that she is amazing, she knows it. Just be yourself the way you are and don't forget to enjoy. And don't let anyone describe you, really.
Divita, who turns 25 4 days before finals night in New Orleans, is taking the expectation of a back-to-back in her stride.
But do you feel there's any kind of added pressure on your shoulders right now because you are Harnaz's successor? So
Right.
do you feel anything like that?
I think pressure is good. It means that there are people, who have expectations from you, and that gives me a lot of excitement to, bring out the best version of me. And more than the pressure, I just view it as an incredible opportunity, to represent my country on such a global platform.
That concludes my India preview ahead of the 71st Miss Universe pageant, scheduled for January 14 in New Orleans. As always, if you enjoyed this clip, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I'll be back soon with more preview content in the lead up to Miss Universe 2022. But in the meantime, it's Alvida from me, the Pageant Nerd.